Okay, I have to admit, this has always been my dream to be on television, right? Just a normal schmagaggy guy from Queens. I'm here on C-Week TV at C-Week. We're wrapping it up. It's been 2 strong days, and I'm with Andrea Smith from executive producer of C-Week TV, and I really have some important questions, so listen in, because I'm going to ask her the tough questions. She's going to give me the tough answers. So, all right, what? It's been 2 days. You've been everywhere. You've been upstairs, downstairs, around. What happened here? What were the highlights?
This place has been amazing. For 2 days I have been, and it's huge. There's 2 buildings, there's upstairs, there's panels. I wish I wore my Fitbit, okay? I've been all over. There are people roaming these halls. We're talking about 3D printing. We're talking about wearable technology. Innovation, smart home, Internet of Things. There is a company here called Steam. They have a product, Ripples. It actually makes a picture of a latte, of your picture. I'm going to show you this here. It's the coolest thing. This is not me, but this is printed on top of a latte machine, okay? This is cloud-based, cool stuff. We have Bluetooth connected speakers, but really innovative. And also, you know, a lot of people now, digital journalists, doing their own thing. They don't need a whole video crew, that we're glad to have you. So there's these devices now that hold our smartphones. You can connect smartphones, you can put them on a pedestal, you can put in a mic, and you're a one-man band. There's innovation here all over the place.
Okay, this is, but you know what we do is every year we showcase the next greatest things. But what differentiates something that is indeed the next best thing to being the next big tchotchke, the next big, you know, nothing?
Okay.
Tell me how you know.
It has to solve a problem. It can't just be, wow, this is really cool and the company made it and it's awesome. It has to solve a problem. So if you're having a problem figuring out how to get from point A to point B, or to keep your phone charged all day or whatever it is, it has to solve it. It has to do it well. It has to be priced reasonably, and ease of use. Most important thing.
So that's how, when you judge a piece of equipment, when you walk into one of the booths around here, that's what's going through your mind. You're doing a mental checklist of, does it do
Can
that?
the average person use this? Is it easy to figure out? And does someone need this?
But you talk to millions of people through your media, whether it was ABC and Mashable, you've been everywhere. You talk to, what kind of questions do they ask you? If you say to me, that number one priority, they always ask you, your friends come to you and say, I want to buy this, I want to buy that, right?
Right.
What's the big question?
Well, but so it's always word of mouth, right? Do you use it and do you like it? And that's a really good way of knowing. People ask me all the time, what laptop should I buy? Do I need my own camera, or can I use the camera on my smartphone? It all has to be, you know, it's a lot about personalization right now. So it really has to come down to, does this technology make my life easier? Because we want to have technology help us and enhance our lives. We don't want technology to rule our lives, right? We don't want to be slaves to it.
So that's what they want to hear from you. But you know what's interesting? You mentioned something about word of mouth, right? We're living in a world where media is changing. You are a journalist. You are an official, 100% bona fide, stamp on the head media person. You probably even have the card. There are people here this year who, you know what, are not the traditional journalists. I saw this badge called Tech Influencers. What is a Tech Influencer, and why are they here this year?
Well, they're here, you know, there's a lot of our companies, a lot of big companies here that use tech influencers, and that's because word of mouth is so important. So it's really important to get your product seen, right? You want it in a magazine. You want somebody to Instagram or tweet a picture of, you know, a really important person wearing Monster's headphones, right? That's what they want. So they have these tech influencer programs. We did this morning too with the blogger program, and getting your product in the hands of someone who has a lot of following that says, this is a really cool product. I've tried it. I'm going to show you pictures. And it's not about marketing and it's not about branding. It's about, I like this because, and it's about a real person telling you their experience.
Yeah, but you know what?
That's word of mouth.
I'm showing my age here, right? I'm showing my age here. And you know what? When I was a kid, you called somebody a geek, it was, you know, it was negative. They were just a geek. You know, the geek, you know, had the broken glasses, he has the pen. That was a geek. But it seems like it's becoming a badge of honor, right?
It is.
What, you know, when did that happen? Why did that happen? And define a geek. What is today's geek?
Well, I think today a geek is no longer that, okay? I mean, there's still very geeky people. I proudly call myself a geek because I get really excited about technology. And I think that's geeky, when you're really excited about how technology is going to change the world, right? We had great panels here today at CE Week. So, you know, 3D printing, wearable tech. 3D printing panel, they're talking about printing artificial limbs for kids. I mean, that's fascinating, right? Is that geeky? I don't know. But to me, the whole idea of how technology is changing and making our lives easier and better and saving money and making things that normal people might not have had access to. And if you love that, you're a geek and I love you.
That's it. But we're here in New York, right? We're here in New York. New York is not Silicon Valley.
Mm-hmm.
It's not. Why? What's happened to this town? Is this town now becoming a tech town? Is this a technology center?
I think
and
so.
why is C Week in New York in June?
Okay, CE Week is here in New York in June. It's a really good mid-year wrap-up, right, from the big show in Las Vegas in January. But New York is also, look, all the media companies are here, a lot of them, a lot of the tech journalists. A lot of companies come here to launch their products. They want to show the journalist stuff. And in the past couple of years, we brought in a CTO of New York who's really worked very hard to bring in companies, bring in development zone, bring in innovation. Fashion industry is huge here. Well, now wearables is part of that fashion. They're building in LED lights and different things into fashion, haptic technology that will give you your GPS. So your right shoulder, you'll feel a buzz on your right shoulder if it's time to turn right. Really cool products, and I think New York, this is energy, it's buzz, it's where it all happens.
All right, well, you're here at C Week, you're here in New York, you're here, we're bringing it to the end. It's almost the end of the 2015 installment. We're going to be back here again third week in June every year. We'll be back in 2016 at the Met Pavilion and the Altman Building on 18th Street. So it's C Week, it's insane.